Hi, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the skill order of operations. And all of the operations are listed below. We have parentheses, the multiplication symbol, the division symbol, addition, and subtraction. So, as you know, I like to always include some type of video, and it's usually the end of the videos that I make. Today, I've reversed that, and I'm going to show you a video before we do two examples. Are you ready? Of course, it involves a dog. Here we go.
Hello, two-legged people. Are you ready to learn about order of operations? So am I. Sometimes, in an expression, you have more than one operation. Which one do you do first? Why is the order important? Well, let's check it out. This is Stephen. He thinks this problem is easy. He wants to add 4 and 6 together first, and then divide by 2. He gets an answer of 5. But do you know what? It's wrong. This makes him sad and angry and frustrated. Then he has another idea. He divides 6 by 2 first, getting 3, and then adds 4 plus 3. Now his answer is 7, and this is correct. Now he's happy. Way to go, Stephen. But why did he get 2 different answers? What did he do wrong? Well, because of this very problem, that the order that you do the problems will change your answer, mathematicians had to come up with a set of rules for a way that everyone will get the same answer when they do a problem. And I have come up with a very easy way to remember what to do. Are you ready for this? My dog ate spaghetti. Yum. First, look for multiplication and division. These go first, and if you see them both, you just do them left to right. Next comes addition and subtraction, and if you see these both, you just work left to right as well. Let's check out some examples. Find the value of the expression 4 times 7 minus 6. First, let's look for multiplication and division. I see multiplication. 4 times 7 is 28. Now, subtract 6. We get an answer of 22. Let's try another. Find the value of the expression 8 times 2 divided by 1. First, we look for multiplication or division. I see both this time, so we must go left to right. 8 times 2 first, which is 16. Then divided by 1 is 16. We're on a roll. Let's keep going. Let's try this one. 10 plus 12 divided by 2. First, let's look for any multiplication and division. We have division, so let's do that first. 12 divided by 2 is 6, and then we add 10 plus 6, that gives us 16. Hooray! Let's try one last problem. This one says find the value of the expression 6 plus 12 minus 2. I don't see any multiplication or division, so let's look for addition and subtraction. I see both. That means we work left to right. 6 plus 12 equals 18. And then 18 minus 2 is 16. That's our answer. And that, my friends, is how you solve order of operation problems. I think you're ready for some problems of your own now. So I'm just gonna go and eat some spaghetti. Good luck. Hello to...
Okay, so on my next slide, I took that dog's little idea here, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, or my dog ate spaghetti. And I stuck a little picture of my dog, Winston, that I just happen to have eating spaghetti over here to make a little poster for you. We're going to practice an example, just like they did, of, of order of operations here. So I didn't put the picture of Winston here, but I did put the my dog ate spaghetti poster over on the left-hand side to try to help you. Listen to our problem or number sentence. Are you ready? 12 minus 6 divided by 3 plus 4. That sounds wild, doesn't it? We're used to a very simple number sentence with usually just one or maybe two operations in there. Here we have multiple operations. So, what on earth am I supposed to do first? Well, if I look to the left and I follow the operations on the poster, the top says multiplication for the my part of the poster. Do you see any multiplication symbols? I see subtraction, I see division, and I see addition. So when I'm referring back to the poster, I do not see any multiplication symbols. Do you? Right. So then I'm going to come down a step on the poster to the dog part or the division part. Do you see any division? I see some division symbols here. And look here, I now have it highlighted for you. It's 6 divided by 3. What is 6 divided by 3? How many groups of 3 are in 6? You should say 2. 3 goes into 6 2 times because 3 plus 3 makes 6, and that's 2. So look here, I dropped down the 2 because 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now I had to bring the 12 and the minus sign straight down. So 12 and minus still came down. I dropped the 2, and then I still had to bring the plus sign and the 4 down because we didn't solve that part yet, right? So now my new number sentence is a little bit smaller, and I have 12 minus 2 plus 4. You see how it made it shrink just a tad? So now I have to continue to look at my dog ate spaghetti, or the multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. What do I have now? I have 12 minus 2 plus 4, right? So what should I do? I have addition here. So here I go. 12 plus 4, because in my poster it says addition. So 2 plus 4 is 6. Do you see I dropped my 6 down here? 2 plus 4 is 6. So I dropped the answer to the addition sentence down here, and then I still had to drop my 12 and my minus sign down here. So I have 12 minus then the answer of 6. So my last number sentence is 12 minus 6. Do you also see that it's kind of making an upside down pyramid because the number sentences are getting smaller? So the last part of our order of operations number sentence here is 12 minus 6. And what is 12 minus 6? 12 minus 6, look here, my spaghetti part is, ready? Drum roll, please. It is 6. So look how crazy that number sentence was at the top. 12 minus 6 divided by 3 plus 4 ends up being 6. And you just solved that. Wait till you tell your parents that you were able to solve a crazy number sentence like that. And we used multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction, and my dog ate spaghetti. Do you see how easy something simple like that, if you remember it in your head, my dog ate spaghetti, it's going to help you remember the order of operations, which is just the order in which you need to use the operations to solve. Are you going to have every one of those operations every time you have a number sentence? No, because remember, did we have multiplication here? No, we did not, but it reminds me in my head, I have to use multiplication first if there is a multiplication symbol there. So I might have multiplication, but no division, but I still have to make sure I do multiplication and then division if it is in the number sentence. So another order of operations example we have here. Are you ready for a different poster? Here it is. So do you see this is new at the top, a very big word. It's called parentheses. So parentheses goes above multiplication. Sometimes you might see them. We saw them when we were studying the associative property. In my group, I called them hugs because they wrap around some numbers like hugs. So you may see order of operations number sentences with parentheses sometimes. The example that we just did not have them. So I'm going to show you one example that does have parentheses. You ready? Here it is. So I put the poster on the left-hand side again. So parentheses come before multiplication this time. So I put them at the top like a crown because the crown is the most important. And then multiplication and division are the same, just like they're equals, right? Like the king and the queen. And then you have the prince and the princess. They are equals, just like addition and subtraction, almost like brother and sister. So take a look at our example here. So now we have 6 plus, and then in parentheses, you have 4 minus 2, and then on the outside, you have times 5. So if we look at this example, where should we begin? In the parentheses, correct? So one more slide down here, I have it highlighted. The parentheses are doing nothing besides telling you that's what you need to do first. They're hugging those numbers tight. So 4 minus 2. 4 minus 2. I know that can be a little confusing because if you look down here, remember, even with my dog ate spaghetti, the subtraction came towards the end, right? So we think subtraction should come towards the end, but let's remember that the parentheses make it come first this time, even though it's subtraction. So 4 minus 2 has to come first, even though it's subtraction, because the parentheses are like the crown and they make it come first. So 4 minus 2 is, you are correct, it is 2. So look, I brought the 2 straight down. And again, do you notice what I'm lassoing here? The 6 plus just whoop, drops right down, just like the 2 drops right down, and so does the times 5. The 6 and the plus and the times 5, nothing happened to it. I just had to drop it right down because it stays the same right now. And then the 2 drops down. So my new number sentence became just a tad different. And now it is 6 plus 2 times 5. I no longer see parentheses, right? So now I go right back to where our regular directions go. So multiplication and division. Do we see any multiplication or division symbols? I see a plus and I see a multiplication. So no division, but I see multiplication. So what would my next number sentence be that I need to solve? It should be 2 times 5, correct? So I have it highlighted for you. What is 2 times 5? I could count by 5s, right? 5, 10. Or if you quickly know that 2 times 5 fact, it should be 10. That should drop right down. And then I lasso my 6 and my plus. Nothing changes with that. So my new number sentence should be 6 plus 10. And I hope we know that fact. 6 plus 10 is 16. Look how quickly we solved that one. So 6 plus, in parentheses, 4 minus 2 times 5 is simply 16. So again, there's 2 ways that we're going to work on solving order of operations. You're going to see this poster here with parentheses. Remember, they're just hugging the 2 numbers that you have to do first, no matter what operation is in the middle. Okay, if it's in parentheses, it's like the crown, it's the highest royalty. You must do it first, okay? Or you're going to see this poster here, my dog ate spaghetti, with no parentheses, and you simply just have to follow multiplication, division, addition, or subtraction. Your teachers will have these posters to help you. Whether you see the parentheses or no parentheses, you're going to want to try to remember my dog ate spaghetti to try to follow the operations, or you can follow the crown and the king, queen, prince, or princess. I hope this video helped you, and good luck with order of operations.